Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. I'm Nerdicus Dave, and today I'm joined by all these fine nerds, and we're going to be playing some Zoo Mafia RPG. And this is a live play test. If you, for some reason, are catching the season finale as your first one, we've been testing it all throughout this season, and hopefully we'll get to wrap things up tonight. If you are interested in checking out the game when we launch the quick start rules, which we're going to put them out for free, there's a link in the description for our Zoo Mafia newsletter. The only thing we're going to use that for is to send you information about Zoo Mafia, and when the quick start rules go out, they're going to go there first. So with that, let's jump in. And before we jump in, you guys all have something that maybe you can hold up to the camera and show off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm going to arrange it so that I can get it just right.
Zoo Mafia dice.
Nice.
Hey, we got our boss. We got our bosses there.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy boss, the ally boss, the neutral boss.
So just in time for our season finale, we have the prototypes for the dice sets in packs of 9 that we're going to be playing with tonight. Ted wanted to have some to take to D&D in the castle with him so he could run some Zoo Mafia for the fine folks in the UK. But with that, does anyone actually remember what we did last?
Man, I was just looking at my notes and I don't have any idea what they mean, to be honest with you.
No worries.
Now I want to hear them.
Okay.
So we wound up getting a meeting with Carlo Hambino, and he said that you guys have done your due diligence in getting the Claw Patrol on the outs. We just kind of have to wait out that time. But, in order to finalize your entry into, the family, there's a small, task list to put the serious hurt down on Owl Capone. And he gave us like a laundry list. So like we had to mess up Monkey Cohen's place. We had to kidnap or take down his bookie. It was like four things all before we had to mess with Owl Capone's like roost.
Mm-hmm.
My notes are making a lot more sense now. Thanks, Ted.
Carlo Hambino wanted you guys to turn up the heat on Al Capone and gave you a list of spots that you could hit. You weren't actually expected to hit them all, but you have hit a couple of them so far.
We split up.
You guys split up gang, as you always do. Darby the Chap Sambini is the English Badger bookie who you guys went and messed up real good. Took their stuff, and you might have set it on fire. You usually set things on fire. And I believe that was Robin and Doug, Cobb and Oliver went and did that, while Ted and Steven, Eve, and Tommy went to pay Anton Nozacelli, Tony the Nose, to his friends. He's an anteater that runs a distillery and warehouse over at the Fun Factory, which the bookies were under the carousel. Wished that place went boom, and matter of fact, Tommy, I think, was like, hey, Eve, how you want to do this? And Eve was like, we need to really send a message. And they totally went like Red Wedding style on this.
That's right. They locked all the naked mole rats in the
they locked. Yeah, so the anteater was running the show, but all the naked mole rats were the ones actually doing the grunt work. And you guys got chains up to all the doors after throwing in dynamite and blowing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did we do to the bookie? I don't remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we like firebombed the people in the like the cash, the tellers.
I'm pretty sure you used a Molotov cocktail
right.
on them.
Catnip liqueur.
Yes, you took out the guards, and then you took out the bookies themselves.
That's right.
Yep. And then we decided we were going to all do the job at Al Capone's hideout, her roost, together.
Deluxe.
Because we've been splitting up this whole time, and now we're gonna like do it all together.
Feather Deluxe.
I was under the impression we had to do all 5, so we figured we would split up again somebody would go after Monkey Co, and so another group would go after the other one, and then we would all meet together.
Yep.
That was the plan.
Well, so one of them was the Sunrise Express, which is just like it's a specific
the morning run of the
morning
tram.
run. Yeah, so like that one's not even available to hit at all times unless you just want to mess up the train.
We already did that. No need to revisit past.
That's true. You guys kind of did, you guys did knock over the train, so I would say that operation has already been kind of damaged.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind dropping in on Monkey Cohen. I believe we've made his life quite difficult.
Yeah, he actually got hauled away by the feds.
So we don't even know who's running monkey business right now. Maybe we can put the hurt on Al Capone by getting them to turn on our side.
So are we converting them, or are we just firebombing the place? I don't care. I just want to know.
Hey, the boss wants us to put the hurt on Al Capone if we can make a new source of stream of revenue in the process by taking over one of her clubs.
All right.
Why not?
So we could try to take it over. We could try to just loot, take away what we can, break what we can't. With the claw patrol on the outs, they're going to be looking to try and get things up and running. And if they've got no supply, the club's not going to be able to do squat.
That's true. And if we put the hurt on him, Capone will have nowhere to go but back to Feather Deluxe.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean that we're destroying it?
I mean, it's such a nice place.
Wasn't that nice?
I say we hurt the supplies.
I like what you're saying.
Take the money, take whatever foodstuffs we can get, give it to whoever we want. It doesn't really matter where it goes as long as they don't have it.
Unless Al Capone has another distillery, you guys have already shut down.
So it's the gambling. Oh, so it's the gambling that's keeping them alive at monkey business.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of money at those high stakes tables.
What do you think, Oliver? You've been awfully quiet.
I think I'm just, waiting to be pointed in a direction and figure out who I need to cut. I'm not actually particular about the macro of the situation. I'm really more of a micro kind of guy.
Okay.
Shut up.
I can appreciate that.
I'm gonna throw a peanut at you.
When you're looking at any kind of job, you gotta look at all the pieces. And it's just like trying to get into a safe. If you don't do it right, it's not gonna be successful. You gotta.
And you're probably right about that, but you're the one that knows how safes work, not me.
That's true. But nobody busts heads like you.
So, are we trying to destroy the gambling machines, or are we trying to get into the safe, or both?
Both is good.
Both is good.
I mean, we could just bust in there, rob the gambling hall, crack the safe, and leave. We usually split up and take the subtle approach. Something different might be unexpected. Of course, we have had quite a success. I mean, we are known as the split up gang.
Right, but if you always split up, then you become predictable. We don't know.
Right.
Can't be predictable.
Well, we could just bust in the front door, guns blazing, take everybody's money. I mean, usually, I think a lot of times at those high stakes games, they don't allow weapons at the tables. So we probably just have guards to deal with.
Problem with, just bust it in and start shooting is you're going to hit some civvies.
I'd start shooting.
How else do you plan to rob the place, darling?
Like I just said, they usually don't allow the gamblers' guns at the tables, so probably just have guards to deal with. Show of force. I don't have any problem greasing monkeys' goons. We've certainly left their corpses all over the zoo.
It's a little
If we had to.
exposed, I would think.
Monkey business?
No, if we like literally just come in, show a force, that's hasn't really been our style.
Well, like you were just saying, neither is
Sure.
staying together.
Hmm.
Weaving a web, we can follow
Yeah.
any stream we want.
Perhaps we could use the attack on the front as a distraction for those who are going to the back. And getting into the safe.
Oh, so we keep them occupied in the
Essentially,
gambling
yes.
tables while I like that. It's like splitting up without splitting up.
We rob the front and we rob the back at the same time.
My thought is perhaps I could go in and try to take the weapons from all of the guards, slip them quietly away, and store them somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. And then perhaps Oliver could come in with his guns ablazing, as it were. The guards have no recourse without weapons, so they're forced to use their fists. And we all know Oliver is very adept at flying.
And
And-
slicing.
That would be more than enough distraction, I would think, for you two to break in and get to the safe and do whatever havoc you want to do in the back.
I'm convinced.
Split up without splitting up. Hit it twice as hard. Here for it.
If we split up now, then when we stay together for Al Capone's roost later, it will take her all the more off guard.
I think we got a solid plan. My
All
hand.
right.
Do we have any idea who might be guarding the place?
You have seen every time you've been there, you have run into some muscle in the bison.
Oh, is that where that bison works?
It is.
Oh yeah, I hope we don't run into him.
Hmm.
Although, if we do, last time he didn't fare so well, right, Tommy? I think that was when you threw the bomb in his face, basically.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, so the people that you have seen there in the
Wow,
past.
we've broken into there like 2 or 3 times.
You've been in there. You've been in there a couple times. So obviously, it's
Practically own the place.
the manager, the person who's been running in the past is the baboon monkey Cohen. At the door, you have gorgeous Georgia, which is a gorilla in a tuxedo. Usually, there's some primate monkey mooks hanging around. You've got Gibbon Girl, capuchin monkey that stands on the piano usually, and Keys McGee, the polar bear, who is usually playing the piano, and there is also Knuckles the bison.
Okay.
That's some stiff opposition if things go sour for you. You think you can put the squeeze on gorgeous Georgia, Eve, if you need to?
I would think so.
Careful.
You too.
Always am.
I can't say that I am, but I'll try.
Just
Probably can ask of you.
just remember to skedaddle or beat feet if things get hairy.
I'll get right on that.
That was definitely a shifty eye looking at the feathers and the scales before I said the word.
Feather and Scale. It's cool. Team name. Sub-team.
So who's
So
taking
what
the
is your
front
team then?
door?
Eve and Oliver, I think, right? They're just, are you just like, yeah, okay.
So I think the plan is I want to try to infiltrate by just going and pickpocketing their weapons, basically.
Okay.
And I want to throw them all somewhere unexpected, somewhere that I can lock up if possible. Maybe like a bathroom or something like that, especially the ladies' bathroom, because that is absolutely the kind of place where most of them will not think to look.
What is your plan for getting past the door woman, gorgeous Georgia?
I think I would like to use one of my features.
All right.
Which is, you know who I am. Yeah, it lets me basically BS my way into places I shouldn't be or out of situations where I shouldn't be.
You're pretty good at that.
Yep. So, okay. Oh, I got doubles and the enemy boss is showing.
Great.
Perfect. What is your score?
What exactly is it that I'm rolling? Magnetism? Yes, magnetism. So I have a 12.
So 12 is a success. Doubles with an enemy boss. All right. So you are going to, you succeed, but you just get a -1 forward.
Okay.
So the next thing you do is going to be harder, because you pass yourself and Oliver off, and I feel like you had to work a little extra hard because you got an extra person you're trying to pull this ruse with, who might not be as familiar with your shifty ways. But you do pull it off. But you know, gorgeous Georgia has an eye on you.
Okay.
For the time being.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to slip into the crowd if I can.
Okay. So as the door gets opened for you, as you're let in by the door person, the first thing you're hit by the ride of sound and light, slot machines going off, and you know there's card tables with all the dealers are penguins, and they're shuffling and flipping through the cards. The people sitting around. You got the craps table with the zebras and roulette tables run by the gazelles. Of course, Gibbon Girl stands on the piano as Keys McGee's pounding away in his customary vest, tie, and bowler hat, and he's quite imposing looking. You do spot Knuckles moving around through the crowd because his impressive rack of horns pokes above the crowd and the machines. So now if you want to try and like circulate amongst the primates and try and get their stuff, go for it.
Okay. Am I rolling sly? Am I committing a caper?
Yeah, you're committing a caper. That's definitely
okay. So all right, I have a sly of +2. So that gives me a 9.
All right, so 9 is a success with a complication.
Because I got the -1, right?
You do have a -1.
Yeah. So yeah, 9.
Okay. So you now have all the weapons. What do you think the complication is? What went wrong?
I think the complication is that the ladies' room is out of order. So I am now stuck with just a body load of weapons.
Okay, so you go to take the weapons to the ladies' room, and as you go to push the door open, someone is coming out, and it is like clearly like a maintenance worker style person. And you kind of had the stuff in your coils, and like you make eye contact with them, and they make eye contact with you, and then they look down. What do you do?
I will. I'm gonna try to yoink them into the bathroom.
All right, give me a bop.
Okay.
And Oliver, you can jump in at any time if there's something.
Yeah, I am struggling here. I am not doing.
Do I see this going on?
So that
100% up to you.
Okay, well, in that case, no, I'd definitely be watching. I could assist with a little whoop ass.
Okay.
Little boppage.
Oh my gosh, Doug, a plumber snake, really? Sorry, Doug put
I could
something-
picture a snake with like a maintenance blue
Yeah.
zip up thing.
It's gonna be 10 total.
I got an 11.
Oh yeah, you guys just bum rush this poor maintenance snake into the room. It's like I feel like maybe Oliver grabbed them up by their coveralls, and maybe even took the strap from one of the coveralls and started wrapping it around their snout.
Doesn't feel too nice when people do that to you, does it?
Yeah, probably not. With that, as you guys kind of get pushed into the ladies' room, and as the door shuts behind you, the out of order sign is just like swaying back and forth. What is Cobb and Tommy doing right now?
We are creeping towards the back of Miami Ice to get down where we've been a few times before together, right?
Yeah, if you remember correctly, there was that side door
Mhm.
that once you kind of come in, it kind of is like at the end of a hallway, and when you make a right in the door, and you
Mhm.
only go a little way, and then there's a archway that opens up into the casino, and then just past that archway is the door to the where they do all the money changing and where you get your chips from.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything.
Oh, sorry.
Then there was Monkey Cohen's office, and then there's a set
Mhm.
of double doors that leads downstairs into the basement where the kitchen
That's
is
right.
and all the storage.
I'm repicturing it in my mind from when you first described it now. Do I know the zoo like the back of my hand enough to be able to find the vent where Tommy and I scrambled out of the last time? I'm being extra careful because that Knuckles.
I would not even require a roll for that,
okay.
because you've actually been in the vents of this place a couple times. Just let me know exactly what you guys are trying to do. Are you going in through the ventilation? Are you going in through the door?
I'm just to look out for Tommy. I'm just checking out the areas.
All right, I say we go in through the ventilation, not the door, because we've already done the door a couple of times, but we've used the vent to our advantage. Can I use my it's all about timing to observe?
Oh, you broke up a little bit. One more time.
Since we're doing a job, can I roll them? It's all about time.
You may.
All right, so I get +1 forward.
Okay.
I rolled a total of 7, no doubles.
And since it's all about timing, I'd imagine we're probably waiting there a moment, giving our teammates time to slip in. And now's the perfect time. They've got to be in there by now, right?
I would think so.
Where are you guys right now? Or where are you attempting to get to right now?
So I would say we're at that that hallway, that crux that we can go in multiple directions. I think we head to the money changer. I think that's where I think that's going to be where the money is that we're looking to get.
All right.
Okay. So that area, as far as events go, you're a little bit not as aware because you haven't gone that way before, but you can come out into the office right next to it, which is Monkey Cohen's old office.
Oh, hey.
Right.
Last time
we've been in twice.
Yeah. First time we got our biggest job yet. That's set us on the path.
All right. Going back to the other two, you guys have got all the weapons. You have taken care of this maintenance worker, whatever that means to you guys. Do you just knock them out and tie them up? Do you take them out for good?
Can we since we kind of already got his snout shut with these coveralls that we've tied around it, could we almost tie him around the weapons?
I was legitimately just thinking that.
Bundling them together for us very neatly because he's a snake. since he's a pipe snake. Thank you, Brian Smith, for the idea.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do that. I mean, with the bop roll between the two of you, you're able to easily incapacitate this poor maintenance snake. And not only that, they're clearly not part of the outfit per se. They're just a regular working Joe who's just been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Did you guys use the snake to tie a knot?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. We are tying the guns together with the man. After we have taken his overalls and used it to gag him. And then Eve just kind of like pats him on the head and says, "It's probably better for you to be here anyway, darling."
I'm just picturing the snake, like, giving this this tearful retelling to the cops about what happened to them. Like, they shoved me in the women's room and then tied me up. See that kink? I don't think it's ever going to come out.
What did they tie you up with? No, they tied me up.
Exactly.
This is going to require some therapy to get over.
All right. Life for crime.
It'll be safer in here, darling. Oliver, so what do you want me to do to help you wreak havoc?
Well, I want you to pull the fire alarm.
Oh, I can do that. That's easy. So, is that all?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
If only we had some caltrops.
Probably plenty of cows, just maybe not caltrops.
I'll pull the fire alarm, make things nice and slippery, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go from there.
Get some water going, get them on their back feet, and I'm sure you'll think of something.
Okay. So I will slither away and find a fire alarm and just pull it. And then kind of find a nice little corner to watch Oliver work. While acting surprised.
Okay. All right, so when you pull the fire alarm, one, it's those old school fire alarms. So it's literally like the bell with the hammer going off, and people are looking around.
I want to turn the lights out before I get started.
Concerned and begin heading for the doors.
Lights.
All right, you're going for the lights. So you want to... Are you like timing it with when the alarm gets hit, or do you want to do it? Okay.
All at once. Wham. Now, can I get a brief recap of my targets in here?
Yes, you may. So we've got Knuckles. There is the polar bear pianist. There is half a dozen monkey mooks hanging around. There is the capuchin monkey that's singing, the gazelles, the zebras, the penguins, and also gorgeous Georgia.
Do I have some insight into which of these people would be the biggest threat to start with?
Biggest threat you're thinking would be Knuckles or Georgia. And then there is McGee, who is the piano player, but he's also a polar bear, so he looks fairly
I think I'm gonna focus down on Knuckles first.
Okay.
F that bison.
Slash at him while he can't see me.
Okay. Remember, Knuckles is an enforcer type, so that means he has got a thick hide, and he is hard to hurt.
It's also an endangered species.
13.
13 is going to be a crit.
I mean, he's an endangered.
Pretty sweet.
Oliver's there.
All right, and I do the 2 damage because I have the thing that lets me do an extra damage with my talon.
All right, so that will bring you up to 3, but because he's got that thick hide, we just half it, rounding down. All right. Eve,
Just
what
going
are
at
you
it.
doing?
So I'm gonna take Ted's advice. Ted sent a message in the chat. I'm going to get underfoot and start tripping up any guards that are trying to go somewhere useful.
Oh, that is smart.
All right.
Just like act like I'm confused and I don't know what's going on. Help me. And absolutely blocking them.
All right. So I will consider that a you think a break it up move, right? Because you're actually just trying to help other people. So in this case, give me a bop, and this is going to help Oliver.
Okay, that is 4 + 2, 6.
Oh, well, I got good news for you.
Yes.
You get XP.
Yay!
But you
We
also
love
get
XP.
trampled in the meantime. So you're gonna take 2.
Oh no.
With that, we're gonna
I
flip.
apologize for my offer then.
Hey, it happens.
With that, we're gonna flip into the office. The fire alarm is going off.
I'd say that means they're doing something out there. Let's
Indeed.
make this quick, I suppose, right? And yeah, this whole time I'm like super paranoid about running a Knuckles, so I am in super duper lookout mode. Just sort of like following Tommy's lead, like, just unconsciously, but I'm mainly just like, I do not want to run into anything.
Yeah.
Sure. Is the hallway clear?
The hallway is clear because there seems to be a lot of commotion coming from the casino floor, but it's also dark from what you can see. There's no light coming from there. Only off like the machines. Maybe some of the machines are giving off a little bit of light, so it's not like pitch black, but there's a lot more light before.
Is anybody coming out of any of the doorways or hallways or anything? Or do you hear any, like, just, approaching, like, running people or anything, or animals?
It seems like people are trying to exit the building.
Back here?
No, this is so they'd probably be leaving through the main entrance, basically the way the other 2 came in.
The money room's probably fireproofed, right?
I would imagine so.
So it's probably on lockdown right now. It's a good thing we got a safecracker with us.
I mean, come on, who wants roasted peanuts?
I don't know, roasted peanuts can be pretty good, I think, right? I mean, it's not like the life fluids of a living creature, but anyways.
So we'll make our way to the money changer room.
All right, so give me a safe cracking, a caper check.
My
I am openly carrying my snub nose, right? Just sort of like very wary. Thank you.
The number of
Charlie's
times,
Angel style.
Yeah.
The number of times that I've rolled dice and keep wanting to look at the
Do a little somersault. What are you saying, Ted? You look at what?
There's so many times I roll the 3 dice and I look at the wrong 2. My enemy die is a 1, and I'm like, oh man, 1s, that sucks. The other are a 7 before I add my 4. So I got an 11. I'm good.
Is that including your forward?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so it takes you no time at all to pop the lock on this door, and it is open. It opens up, and you can kind of see they're almost like bank teller stalls on your left, and there's 3 of them. The lights are still on in here. Then the back wall, they have a bunch of safes that are kind of open now because they kind of go in there because they have the trays of chips as well as just the trays holding peanuts.
Sure.
And there is 2 monkey mooks right inside when you open the door, standing guard.
Is there loud commotion coming from the other room?
There is loud commotion coming from the other room, and also the flamingos that are standing on this side of the money changer or the money changer stalls are quite startled when you guys open the door. Well, maybe they don't hear you guys open the door.
You open the door.
I think there's a lot
Lockpicker.
going on, so they're probably looking out the other way. So,
Are they?
yeah.
Oh, they're like their backs are to us.
yeah, they're looking into
Then the closest guy, I'm just going to take the butt of my gun and to the back of his monkey skull cranium.
All right, give me a bop.
All right. Let's see. What is that? It's probably wild, right?
It is wild, yes.
Can I do the
Ooh,
same?
Yep.
I bumped that up, so now I have 0. Oh boy, this is a big roll. Okay, so let's see. I have, well, my result is 11. And I have both the enemy and the ally. Oh no, I'm sorry, the neutral and the ally buff.
Okay, neutral and ally?
Yeah.
All right, 11. So you're going to succeed.
Oh wait, no, oh yeah, which is doubles, yeah. 6s.
Yeah, so you definitely succeed.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I messed that up. That means I kind of learned it. I actually got a 12, still success, with doubles on the ally.
Okay.
Sorry.
So basically what's going to happen is you're going to give a forward to somebody else.
I'll give it to my current split up gang partner, Tommy.
All right. And you knock out your monkey mook. Boop.
Okay. Oh, and you get
So
I
I
get a
have
marker also because I have the ally blast.
Oh, you know what? You said ally and neutral?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So actually, yes, you will. You get a marker back, and you also.
Oh, everyone gets a forward.
Yeah, everyone gets a forward, except for you. You get a
Right.
Well, you get a forward too, but yours is a negative.
Okay.
So I don't know whether the forward he just gave would apply now or whether that would apply to the next roll since I've already rolled this. But it's either a 7 or an 8, which is the same.
So yeah, so you're gonna succeed, and you're gonna hit him. But he sees you just as you go to hit him, so he's going to hit you back. And he's not able to get to his gun, so he just punches you in the face as you slam your gun down on his head. He goes out, but you take 1 for your trouble.
I needed that marker back.
And at this point, the flamingos are now aware of your presence.
The flamingo, that's who the counters are?
Yeah, that's who the counters are, the tellers are.
So I just kind of point the gun and be like, point the gun, point towards the door.
There's a fire alarm, don't you hear it?
Your choice.
Yeah,
It's going to get real hot in here.
They are going to very gracefully march out.
Better hurry it up. The fire could spread quick. I'll fire a shot just down the hallway just to make them speed up.
So they were kind of moving with a little bit of grace and dignity.
Yeah.
But that has all fled now.
More speed, less grace and dignity.
That's awesome, Cobb.
And then I turn back and look at this room full of peanuts and say, well, let's get to it, partner. Just grab a sack and start filling with peanuts is my plan.
So we came with sacks prepared to haul away. So we're gonna start.
Oh, and there's safes in the back?
Yeah, there's all kinds of peanuts and markers.
So I'll tell you what, I'll start getting peanuts facing the door, like on the back, the other end of the table, so I can see if anybody comes in. That way, while you work on the safe.
I'll start opening saves then.
Right? Does that sound good?
Sure.
All right. Then that's the plan.
All right, Oliver and Eve, you hear the sound of a gunfire. As you know, Eve, you're a little distracted because you're under the boot of a bunch of people, as you tried to be, but it didn't work out quite as you wanted. Oliver, you're facing off against Bison, and you're holding your own pretty well right now. But he's pretty imposing, and it won't be long before others join the fray. What would you like
I
to
will
do?
also point out I did turn the lights off, and I did this
Yeah.
so that I would have the advantage of having near perfect vision in the dark because I'm an owl.
Yeah, so it's not pitch in here because of the machines, the slot machines.
Okay.
But it is pretty dark, so, and it's very confusing right now. And I think like basically what's going to happen is people after they hear the gunshot.
Are you okay, Doug?
I just saw Parks' kind of, I don't know how long
Okay.
it was saying.
Eve, I think Eve and Oliver, you probably noticed some of the mooks reaching for their firearms that aren't there. Oliver, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm still laying into Knuckles.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to I am trying very hard to get him down before this becomes absolute Armageddon.
Yeah.
I have a forward.
Yep.
Okay, so I have doubles to a total of 6, and the enemy boss is showing.
You can always spend the marker.
You know what? I think I'll do that.
All right, so you snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, and that's just going to be a hit. So you hit him for another one.
Flying by.
So you're kind of like dancing around Knuckles, slashing at him as he's trying to get his paws on you.
So I'm imagining that what light is in here coming from the slot machines is a red color. So that's what's bouncing off of my feathers, and it's very stylized, like something out of Sin City.
Nice. Eve, what are you doing?
You know what? I think I am going to stay in line with our tradition. I would like to see if this club has their own custom matches, and I would like to start a fire.
Of course they do. At one of the tables, or actually by the bar. I would feel like it would be by the bar in a
big glass bowl.
Yep, in a glass fish bowl. How would you like to go about doing this?
I would like to take the bowl of matches, place it delicately beside a keg, and then light a match and drop it in the bowl of matches beside the keg, and then slither away.
Is that like hoisting the place on its own petard?
So it might be more like, so a keg beer doesn't burn, but there is some top shelf liquor that you could break open and spread around that would burn.
Sure, I will do that then. I will just start the fire and then just clash a whole shelf with my tail, just swipe it.
Oh my god, imagine how insane this is. There's a fire alarm going off, it's dark except for this red strobe light, and then people are just getting sprayed with alcohol in the dark. It's like, if it wasn't scary, people pay to do this kind of stuff.
So
all right. As you're doing that, you get confronted by 2 monkey mooks. You can either deal with them, or you can try to continue with what you're doing while avoiding them.
I'm going to try to continue with what I'm doing while avoiding them.
All right, give me a get out of a jam.
Okay, Moxie. Oh, that is pretty decent. Let me see. That is a 9.
So, and also you do have a +1 forward. I don't know if you count it.
It's a 10! Ha!
Which pushes
Sorry.
you into success.
I got excited.
That pushes you into success. You are successfully able to wriggle out of the way of them, as they're unarmed, so they can't shoot at you. They're just trying to grab you. And your head is going one way, your tail's going another. Next thing you know, it is raining alcohol all over the place and glass, and you spark up the whole fishbowl of matches, and then just knock it over, and whoosh, the wall of booze just kind of goes up. Hey, give me a favor. Give me another get out of a jam roll.
Oh boy!
If you blow yourself up or not.
Oh boy, this is going to be
You made
interesting.
that sound so nice. Hey, could you do me a favor?
Okay, so I have doubles. The ally and the neutral bosses are showing, and and so that makes it a 12 plus 2, 14.
All right, so you absolutely succeed, but the sudden flash of fire has left you temporarily blinded.
Okay.
So you're gonna take a -1 forward. You're gonna give a +1 forward to everybody else, and you also get a marker back.
Hey.
That's 2 markers back this evening and 1 spent. That's
I was
great.
down
I know,
3,
right?
so that helped a lot.
Yeah, I'm down 2, but I'm prepared to just keep.
I forget. I know we had talked about. Is this the same night? It was like we hit those things and we're like, F it, let's just go do them right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have a question, Dave.
Yes.
I have a question about these markers. Could I potentially use this massive distraction as a means by me spending a marker to give Oliver an in for more shenanigans?
So,
You can
I'm
edit
glad
the
you
scene.
asked, Stephen. What can we do with our markers? We can create a success. We can negate damage. Negate a hard move is when I just say, I'm going to do this to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you can negate that with a marker. You can trade a marker in for a wallop, which is a +3 on a damage roll, or you can edit a scene.
Okay. Can I edit this scene in a way that all of the guards, the people that Oliver is currently dealing with, suddenly shift their attention to the explosion of fire and are distracted from him?
Yeah, that is totally reasonable. that things blowing up will distract them temporarily.
Cool.
But he's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna do that anyway, but if you're gonna spend the marker.
Yep, exactly.
Please do. Can you still recover 3 harm also spending one? I might have old playtest rules. I was just checking.
I don't have that on here unless
Okay.
it's under the healing rules.
Maybe I might have just consolidated it.
So yeah, that's my round. I'm done.
Okay, so all right, Oliver. They're all distracted, so you will get a +1 forward to whatever you're trying to do,
Whoops.
and you already have a +1 forward, so that's a +2. If you would like to reserve them for damage, just let me know before you make any rolls.
Yeah. I need the damage because this fucker has a thick hide. Okay.
Remember to use every part.
So 10 total.
It's a success.
Woot.
So that's a 4 as is.
Cool.
Um,
No, because we've still got plenty of game left tonight. I shouldn't
If-
go ham yet. We're good. We're
I
good
mean,
the way we are.
If you've got a lot of markers, you can spend
I
them.
have 7 left.
Okay.
I mean, we are planning on assaulting Feather Deluxe, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
thinking about that.
But
So
if
yeah.
we can bring this dude down, like that's
Okay, yeah. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna spend a marker. 3 more damage. Let's go.
all right.
yeah.
Yeah. This game ends when we all get caught by the humans.
We're all in.
Like, these guys blew up the carousel and Miami Ice.
Right?
So
What the hell?
So Georgia is coming through the door, sees Oliver tangling with Knuckles, but also looks across the way to see Eve like slithering over the bar rapidly with a fireball blossoming behind you, kind of like running from it as it expands. The 2 monkeys
Great visual.
that confronted you get caught in the blast and get blown by you. At this point, Cobb and Tommy, it's almost impossible for you to not see what's going on, especially after that blossom of fire
Hey, Tommy, you smell smoke? I think there might really be a fire in here.
And that kind of backlets the scene of gorgeous Georgia heading basically towards you guys, not directly, but in that general direction, just because of where the money changers are. And
sure.
And also Knuckles is there trying to get to Oliver, but Oliver is just like, you see like all lit up, so you just like their silhouettes where Oliver is just like dancing around Knuckles, laying in.
I can totally picture
like
that.
a spray of blood here and there.
Very visual.
Knuckles.
Did you say Gorgeous George is coming back to check on the money room?
Well, so like you have the money changers, you have the bar, so it's like she's heading towards the bar area, which is basically shares the same wall where you guys are.
Okay.
But there's a lot going on out there, and things seem.
Can we see out there from this room?
Yes, you can, because
I didn't realize
it's like almost like a bank teller stall where it's two-sided, so like they would come up to the outside to trade in their chips or cash out.
Yeah. Okay.
So do I have to roll to get into these saves, or
Yeah, give me one check. If you get it on the first one, then you can get them all, crack them all.
I got the +1 forward from I believe it was Steven, right?
Yep. But if you fail, then you're gonna have to keep rolling.
All right. Man, that's a horrible roll. That's only a 14.
Okay. So it would have taken you longer to explain to someone how you crack saves than it did for you to crack the save. So you were getting those doors open, and then
I rolled a 654 with the 5 on the enemy die. So I was like, all right,
nice.
All right, Eve, what are you doing as you flee the fireball?
I am just trying to hoof it out at this point because the place is on fire. so I'm trying to get out without being noticed by the guards, basically.
Okay. Well, Gorgeous Georgia is kind of heading in your direction.
Okay.
She's between you and the way out, the front door, or you can bang a left and head towards the side exit that you guys have used in the past.
So I'm gonna ask if my animal family comes into play here, because one of my traits under animal family is snake. I don't know if there's any like hard mechanical benefits to this, but snakes can jump like into trees. Can I leap past her?
I'll definitely let you try and leap Cubert style.
I was just thinking that.
I don't know if it's a reference that anyone else here will actually get other than me, Ted, and Doug, but
okay, let's see how this goes.
So this is going to be a get out of the jail.
Boring.
Okay, so that is a 7.
Oh.
All right, so she tries to grab you, and she just ends up raking all along your belly. As you do. So you're gonna take 2, but you do get past her and make it to the door.
Okay. And then I will try to make sure Oliver catches sight of me as I'm leaving, so he knows I'm out.
Right.
Okay. And then she kind of grunts, looks to the bison, looks to Knuckles. Hey, would you wrap that up already? One of them's getting away and they're burning down the whole place. Can you handle this? It's just a little owl. But Knuckles just kind of grunts at her. Just go get the snake. Oliver, what do you want to do?
I mean, I continue fighting.
All right, so Knuckles is leaking blood all over the place at this point.
Yeah, that's gonna be 13.
All right, that does it. How do you want to finish Knuckles off?
Go for the eyes.
I was legitimately just
Go for the
thinking
eyes,
about
Oliver.
that. Like right in through the soft bone at the back of the orbital.
Nice. So like I'm envisioning like Knuckles goes for this haymaker straight where you just kind of lay back and then like flutter your wings
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like swivel around his arm and then kick out with your talons and go for the eyes. Which basically his momentum impales himself on your talons.
Retail.
And with that, you can do whatever you want to do. You got some mooks that are kind of standing around you, and all of a sudden, they've just lost interest.
They peep
Oh,
you in
that's
your
good.
pants a little.
That can only be good for me.
Looks like Oliver's going to have some serious reputation.
Yeah, man. With me, for sure. At least.
Oliver can fight, and that's no bull.
I just love that Georgia asks Knuckles, "It's just Al. Can't you handle it?" He turns around and all of a sudden Oliver just takes him out.
Yeah.
It's like, apparently not.
Yeah, right.
Really not. Yeah. Oliver was feeling a certain way about that comment. All right, what is it you guys want to happen at this point? You've kind of had things under control. It's pure chaos. The building is burning.
I would say that with the bison going down, the mooks are probably terrible.
Yeah, they're scrambling. They're heading out the side.
I'm just picturing Tommy and Cab, who pretty much got in undetected, just sort of like sneaking out the back way undetected with like sacks full.
Yeah, like if like I imagine we've got like 3 or 4 sacks that if we run out of peanuts and still have room in the sacks, we're gonna just put chips.
Yeah.
That we can sneak in later somewhere.
Wait, are the chips worth money if the place is burned down?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, who cares?
Here.
We're creeping out with sacks full of stuff. I'm happy.
I got room in a sack. I'm gonna fill it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should say phrasing. I'm not sure how much that applies right now, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just in case.
But yeah, I was Cab was I was just indiscriminate. Whatever's around, I'm just grabbing it.
Yeah.
Spinner it full at a time. And I got 8 of them, so it was just like into the sacks.
Give me a sly, Eve, to kind of like hide when Georgia comes out.
Okay.
Unless you're just trying to book it.
I'm just trying to book it. I just want to get away. And if I can draw her away, all the better.
Well, you're already kind of drawing her away because she's pursuing you. All right, then give me a get out of a jam in order to stay ahead of her.
Okay. Oh, that is not great. That is a 5 + 1, 6.
I got good news for you. You get XP.
Yay, I love XP. I also don't like the reason I get XP.
So
I feel like none of us trust you saying you have good news now.
Well,
I have trust issues. I played Zoo Mafia.
if it's preceded by a bad roll, then yeah, it's gonna be bad. We know what the dice cutoffs are.
But it is good news. I mean, you do get XP. That's cool.
Yes,
so
I do get XP.
So Eve comes out and you're kind of like booking it, but you turn to make sure George is still following you, and you see her burst through the doors, grab the awning, and just do this like huge swing and launch herself into the air, and then come down fist first at your face.
Oh, dude,
for
hard moves.
For 2 points of damage.
Oh no!
And you have a very angry ape.
So, for clear, because maybe this is just like a PTA thing. Is that a hard move when you're just like, you take, they hit? Okay.
Yeah. When you fail a check, generally it is then
you get a hard move.
The
is
GM's
taken upon you.
A hard move.
I got you. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay. Oh dear. I'm
all right.
now.
So you guys are sneaking out. Oliver, how are you exiting?
I mean, like, just flying.
Like a boss out the front door.
That was my plan. Yeah.
All right, so you burst from the front door just in time to see gorgeous Georgia land the haymaker on Eve.
Oh, can I take an action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming in from behind. Let's
Okay.
go. Okay, so I have all 5s.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's just doubles with a success. Probably, I'm gonna guess you're using your wild, so you probably have at least a +2.
Yeah.
So that's a critical success. With doubles, so that gives you a +1 forward that you could convert to damage or.
I am definitely converting it to damage. Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna get 1 for the forward. You're gonna get 1 for the crit. You do 2 normally, so you're gonna do 4 points. George is also an enforcer, so she is really hard to hurt, unfortunately. But you got a good lick in, and you've got her attention.
Good. Let me tank this.
Eve, what are you doing?
I am going to try to choke Georgia out.
All right.
Because we're doing this, we're doing it.
It really came down to that. I was just saying that. Do you think
Yep.
you could squeeze a gorilla out?
Okay, I have doubles and no bosses showing, and altogether that is a 12.
Oh, that's a success. That's going to give you a forward that you can convert to damage.
Oh, I'm converting it to damage, absolutely.
Yeah, which you kind of actually have to even to hurt her. So you're gonna add another harm to her, and now you got her wrapped up. Kind of makes me think of like the scene from King Kong, with the giant snake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first constriction?
No.
It's my second.
I envision you guys talking after you guys are back.
I constricted somebody
Was
today.
that your first constriction?
Like therapy afterwards.
Yeah. All right, Oliver, do your thing.
All right. $10 total.
All right. So you slice in, and you guys are whittling Georgia down. Are you continuing to constrict?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to really commit to this now.
All right. Well, let's see if you can hold on.
Okay, let's see.
Don't
Come
fail.
on, good dice. Don't fail me now. That is a 11.
Ooh.
Oh snap!
Yeah, no doubles though.
All right. So you've got her constricted. You're actually not able to hurt her, but I will give a +1 forward to Oliver.
Cool.
Because she's like, in my mind, like she's kind of like, her arms are up like this. You're wrapped around her neck and around each of her arms, and she's just like fighting against you at this point, trying to get you off.
Like Thanos.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, if you fail one of these checks, Steven, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I mean,
do it,
I
Oliver.
believe that. And I kind of want to see it. I'm not gonna lie. Just the image of her taking Eve and beating anyone with her.
And
Man.
again.
All right.
This is intense.
It is.
Yeah. So,
I'm riveted.
all right, Eve, do your thing.
And you get your extra damage.
You mean Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver gets his extra damage.
Yeah, you said Eve, do your thing, you meant Oliver.
Yeah. Well, Oliver went and got 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just now.
So she has the damage.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, that is 10 exactly. And I have doubles.
Oh, that means you have a forward that you can convert and do damage with.
I will convert and do damage. I will convert and do damage.
Okay, so Georgia drops to her knees and she's turning purple. Oliver, finish her off. If you choose.
Okay. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like,
I don't want to tell you what to do.
yeah, all right. So with the 12.
Oh, how do you want to do this? She's on her
Yeah.
knees, with Eve wrapped around her throat.
Just like kind of fluttering down to about eye level. I'm gonna make sure that she like sees me first, and then I'm gonna like come up under the soft part of the bottom of the jaw and just crunch.
Yeah, you just feel a hot, warm, sticky liquid wash over you, Eve. As all the fight leaves Georgia, and she slumps down to the ground, bleeding out.
Thank you. You actually saved my life there. Because I am hurting. For reference, she has 6 out of 10 harm.
Well,
All right, let's get out of here.
You're fine. You're not
Yeah, even
you're
unstable
not unstable yet. So yeah, you guys are able to fast time it out of there. What are you doing from here?
I imagine we're going to the hideout.
Yeah, I gotta number one, drop off loot. And number two, reconnect to make sure that one, taking Eve to the vet because she's damaged. But then, plan of how we're gonna, attack the Feather Roost.
Mm-hmm. Hey, since we're in our final session here, I'll spend a mark or two to edit the scene quickly, and that I'd actually, or Cab had arranged with the same elephants who are near Monkey Business that helped us with the Sunrise Express, that we could stash our loot, whatever we had gotten there, so that we wouldn't have to go all the way back to our hideout with it, or get found with it.
Okay, I'll definitely allow for that.
The Claw Patrol's been pretty intense lately. I don't want to walk all that way back. But otherwise, do we get back to the hideout? Just more,
You can, but I do believe Tommy said something about going to the vet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, once we get back to the hideout, like, we're gonna see how.
Right.
I think we need to go to the vet.
Yeah, I figure we were just like, we didn't join back up and then go back. It was probably the plan of just like meet back. Who gets there first? Who do you think? I would say even
I think you guys do, because they were fighting when you guys.
Oh yeah.
They had to do a fighting retreat.
Yeah.
Do we start to get worried at all? Is it a long time or just a?
Not too much longer. They wrap things up pretty fast. So you guys can
Tommy, it's like, I didn't really think they were going to start a fire, did you? I thought that was just a distraction, but once it started, just went with it.
We kind of lately have become, bit of a fiery gang, so.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, what you did, the distillery, that was pretty explosive. Nice work with those safes, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Masterful.
I mean, it can't be done without a good lookout.
Thanks. Shucks. Thanks, buddy. Anyways, I just wanted to have that little interaction.
So you guys are able to do kind of like first aid, and anyone that's injured can gain one harm back.
Hey.
Well, I'd say for taking out 3 of Hambino's goals in one night, I'll raise a glass of that. What do we got around here anyway? I'll go rooting around for some contraband, bootleg, hooch. I'm sure we got hid away somewhere in here.
We have pretty much anything you could ask for, darling. And if we continue with this trend, we may have to change our name to the Fire Brigade.
I feel like you guys would be more like the anti-fire brigade.
I was gonna say, a fire brigade is usually the one that come to put out the fire, and we kind of start them.
Or do we put them out by starting them?
I mean, yeah. I'm curious to see how the humans react to all that, though. I mean, that Jose Milton Foundation is just rubble.
That's true.
It has seen better days.
Perhaps
I've heard
rest just a bit.
I've heard those humans, say, those darn kids quite a lot. So we'll probably blame it on that.
Maybe we could make an anonymous donation in the rebuild and have like a plaque that we got there. That'd be pretty cool.
That could be possible.
Think they take peanuts?
Have to steal some human money to make that happen.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't.
So I don't know. I mean, it's probably too late to hit up Feather Deluxe tonight. It's probably not even that many people there, but
yeah, I say we go talk to the doctor and see what we can get done for Eve, and plan on hitting up Al Capone tomorrow night.
Yeah, she doesn't have anywhere else to even go. She's gonna be holed up there in her area.
She may also expect trouble, given this rather pointed attack all of a sudden.
Good possibility. So you guys are able to make it to the vet and get stitched up a little bit, some bandages, some salves, some cheetah purrs and dog spit, because nothing quite has the healing properties of that combination.
It's true.
So you'll get back another for the vet visit, and then if you're waiting till the next night to do the next to head over to take care of Al Capone for once and for all, that'll be another one. So between first aid, the vet, and a night's sleep, that would give you 3 back.
Oh man,
Cool.
that's as many as I was down.
You said, did you say the vet took us back 4?
No, the vet. So first aid is 1.
Okay.
The vet is 1, but also going to the vet would make you stable if you were unstable.
Okay.
And then resting a day is 1 more for a total of 3.
Okay. I see.
Were you more hurt?
3 is
than that?
basically the most you can get back.
Whoa, you're really how are you doing now? On a
I
scale
have
of 1 to 10.
damage still.
You still have 4?
Yeah.
So you were down to like 4.
Oh wait, no, I lied. I am down to 3. I'm sorry. 3, because I had 6.
Wow.
There, that's how I count. Yep, I didn't unhighlight that
Shoot, man, I didn't realize it was
I
that
have 3
dire.
damage still.
Yeah, he said he was down. He had taken 6 damage.
Whew.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
gotta-
I
So
have
that last
thank
shot
you.
had put you into unstable.
Huh?
Oliver, I can't believe you took down Knuckles. I was worried the whole time we were gonna run into him.
I was counting on it.
No, I had all confidence that you could handle it.
And was the
I'm
fight?
so jazzed.
Was that just in the heat of the moment?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the question.
Never mind.
Well, obviously it was a heated moment.
It got hot in there for sure. Truth be told,
Oh,
and all
it
the
was a
excitement,
pun.
I didn't. I'm not even sure what all we got. Tommy and I just grabbed everything we could from the safes and the money changers and took off.
So we have more hot goods. Excellent. I'm sorry.
So what is your plans for heading over to the Wings of Asia?
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
We're gonna have to play this one smart.
Can I use my feature Ace in the Hole to get like schematics of the place?
I know it's all the way up in the treetops for one.
It is in the treetops.
The Treetop Jazz Club.
Let's see. Have you used your any of your starter job abilities yet?
I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I did mine.
Okay.
I suppose, I mean, I do know the zoo like the back of my hand. You didn't have me roll before. That'll help.
Yeah, you can make that roll.
Okay.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. is it awareness?
Plus
13 and doubles on the ally and neutral.
Okay.
I got 11.
All right. So Cobb was using his ability to like know the ways, ins and outs of a place. So if you wanted to use your ace in the hole for something different, you could, because it would be kind of redundant.
Okay. Can I get let's see, a list of the staff there?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
So that
yeah,
way we
let's-
know who works there and who to expect.
She waits tables part-time. Being a journalist doesn't pay a lot.
Yeah. Maybe.
And Dave's like, yeah, it does now.
So you get a list of everyone that works there, and actually you can kind of compare notes with Oliver, because Oliver is has a bit of familiarity with the location, having been in Al Capone's good graces once upon a time. So the Feather Deluxe nightclub, at any given time there are 12 guards plus Al Capone herself there. It is a jazz bar, so you have people up on stage performing. There's usually the band, a singer, as well as a couple of backup dancers and singers. And it is more of a nightclub, but it's less dancing and gambling and more like drinking and kind of chilling.
Okay. So Oliver, dear, this is a list of staff. Is there anyone in particular we need to be aware of?
I don't know, Dave. Is there anyone particular we need to be aware of, or is this one of those situations?
Well, I will allow you to add anything that you would like to add from your experience working there.
Yeah, there is someone we need to be aware of. They've got a fucking cassowary.
A what?
Oh, okay. So you know what an emu is?
Yes.
It's like someone took an emu and taped a bunch of knives to its feet. Cassowaries are fucking assholes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so the cassowary is actually hidden amongst the dancers and is kind of like Al Capone's ace in the hole. And she is one of her top assassins / enforcers.
What is it? Is that kind of animal?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
hold on, I'll link you guys.
Okay.
Oh my.
It's a flightless bird. It's like an emu.
It's got a big ridge on top of its head. It's real
Oh,
colorful.
those. The dino birds.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a dino bird. Right? That is a dino bird with evil claws of doom. Yeah. That looks
And-
nasty.
And her name is
There's one of those is
Cassandra.
an assassin.
She's a Cassassin.
She is a Cassassin.
That's even deadlier.
Things are righteous.
For scale.
Oh my.
Yes.
So,
Oh my God.
Back speak.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not even close to how big I thought that thing was in the other picture.
Yeah, I thought they're like, okay, maybe they're turkey size or a little bit.
Yeah. Whoa.
nope.
Yeah, that is like a real life axe beak. Hey, there's a video I did.
No, it's like legitimately a dinosaur.
Oh, dear. So that's horrifying. Is
Yeah.
there anyone else?
Nah, isn't that enough?
Well, I thought it might be good to know if there is anyone else with death knives on their feet.
I would definitely have told you if there were more than the cassowary.
Okay. Oh dear.
I have death knives on my feet. They're just not as big as hers.
Yes. Oh my. Well, so gents, how do we want to do this?
I don't know. Now that we've got this far, not quite sure what to do, to be honest with you. The thing's pretty high up there. I mean, I can't imagine they're doing too much celebrating tonight.
So,
Does she even have anybody left besides Cassandra? All her lieutenants are dead.
They've taken quite the hit.
Yeah. Got no revenue streams.
are we going to sneak in there, or are we going to try to actually brute force our way through the assassin?
I'm honestly not looking forward to brute forcing my way through the assassin. I feel like sneaking in is probably smart.
I mean, you have a history with Capone. Do you think there's any way we could just get invited in? Could
We
that
could try.
I mean, would that help at all? I don't know what we
It
do.
would tip our hand if it didn't work.
True.
I think if anything, our hand has already been tipped.
All right.
Is it though? I mean,
note.
anybody who was at Monkey Cones that would have identified us as dead.
So yeah, I will. I will send a note.
We let the flamingos walk out.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
also there was some monkey mooks that took off too.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't. Do you think we're that well known by other people? Yeah, they must, right?
I think you guys have been getting a bit of a reputation, especially amongst.
But it's interesting to think like at those things, like who would it's like we don't it's like cell phones with pictures and of us and stuff like that. It'd be funny if what if your enclosure was like right next to somebody who you like got in a gunfight with the night before. That'd be weird. Just like, hey, just wait till the sun goes down. Man.
Remind me what we're trying to get in there.
An owl head.
Oh, he wants her head.
I don't know. That's my assumption.
Did he specify? I mean, he mentioned Feather Deluxe, right? Or did he just?
Oh yeah, no. He just wants her organization completely disrupted.
Oh, okay.
And the idea is to try and drive her from, out of business. However that happens.
It's a treetop jazz club. What if the tree came down? Wouldn't even have to go up there at all.
Imagine us like standing at the bottom of this tree with a freaking.
We could set it on fire.
Yeah, that would take too long.
One of those big saws, like the 2-man saw.
All of the birds would fly away, though. No, I could send her a note and ask her if she wants to have a conversation, given we've got her on the ropes.
Okay.
Oh.
You know her best.
That's true. How do you think we should proceed?
I think it'll make her really mad. Best case scenario, we get the talk. Worst case scenario, we don't get to talk to her, but she's going to be fuming about it, and it'll give us an advantage. So I think I should send the note.
All right.
Sure.
All right. So you send the note, and within a few hours, you receive a response. And it seems a little too nice in the response. Dearest Oliver, I would love to have a sit down with you. It's been weighing heavily upon my heart ever since you've left, and I would love to see you back by my side.
I like turn my head and hawk up a pellet.
She would like to see you. So do we sneak in?
Well, she'll be looking the other way.
We've never done that before.
Yes, you have.
Have we? Oh.
Yeah, you've split every which way you can.
I know we split up all individually.
The configuration will be different this time because it was Tommy by himself last time.
All right, you guys go ahead and rob her blind, and I'll keep her busy. Just be careful not to draw down the attention of Cassandra.
I think you're the one that need to be careful.
Oh, believe me,
I was
know.
thinking we were your backup.
Suppose.
All that being said, does anybody have a bigger gun? I only got is this little snub thing.
I got at the hideout, we've got more than a handful of Tommy guns. If you want one.
Oh.
I mean,
I got a bunch of arms. I'll take 2.
Dave, question. Do I have an idea if I'm well known myself as part of the crime nonsense, or is it more just there's a snake?
What do you want it to be?
Well, kind of. I think I could use it to my advantage if it's just there's a snake, because I'm thinking maybe Eve could try to distract Cassandra. But I'm not going to offer if I'm already known.
Give me a start spit and roll. Let's see.
Okay. That is a 10 plus 2, 12.
Okay. You've actually crafted many personas of different nefarious snakes in the zoo.
Okay.
At this point there might be more nefarious snakes in the zoo than there are snakes.
Okay, cool.
So if that was what you were going for, then I would say that's what you were.
Yes. So I would like to send a letter myself to Cassandra under the name Ivy. And I would like to ask if there's any chance for a shining upstart kid who just wants to be part of the best jazz club there is.
All right, convince her.
Okay, start spitting again?
Yeah.
All right, my letter gets me an, oh my gosh, 11 plus 2, 13. I'm doing good.
Yeah, you easily talk your way in.
So okay.
Oliver's showing up for a meeting. You kind of start working Cassandra. How is Tommy and Cobb getting in?
I figure I'm just sort of like muscle on this job so far, so it's kind of like Oliver's thing. I don't know. How we getting? What do we do? What are we supposed to do? Go up there and rob the place? We're pretty good at that.
So the
Can
way
you make it all the way up that tree? I mean, it might take me a little bit, but I got sticky fingers.
You could definitely get up there. So the way it is basically it looks like a giant tree house almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of open. The windows open out to it. There is a bar. It is dimly lit. There is, booths all over lining the walls. Then there's tables. Everything is kind of lit by candlelight. Then there's a stage where the jazz performers are, and obviously there's a bar. There's a kitchen that's beneath the actual nightclub itself, and as well as the storage and everything. So it's like you go up the front. It takes you up the front of the tree to the nightclub. But if you were to come up the back, that would take you through the kitchen and the storage and all the auxiliary parts of the facility, maybe some offices.
What do you think, Tommy?
I don't know. This one I don't have as solid a plan on as I've done the other things because,
yeah, me either. Why is that? Why are we choking? I feel like I'm choking on the rest of the mile.
You never know where the lieutenants are going to be, but there's always the clear cut objective. And here, we've been kind of chopping everything apart. So we know that for the most part, all the resources that are, Al Capone's got left are going to be there. And it's like, all right, take out whatever you can. We're down to next to nothing. I mean, I'm okay with blowing something up, setting on fire, but this is going to be a premier establishment. I'm truth be told, nervous.
I guess one of the only things she's got left right now is the respect any boss has, so we could take that.
And how do we take the respect?
I don't know. Humiliate her. I mean, we are going to her home base basically while she's there. I'm sure we'll figure out something along the way.
I mean, if it were Machine Gun Otto, it'd be like, get his gun. This is Al Capone. I don't know what Al Capone's famous for.
Yeah. Embarrassing any Don in front of all their most loyal people. That can be good for them. What is there anything like what would we don't really know anything about Al Capone. What would really something can I have asked Oliver? Or we didn't already set off for all this stuff there.
You can.
I suppose we're all just in the hideout sort of discussing over time what we're doing.
So what is it called?
Is there any what would really humiliate Capone? Tammy and I were just talking and figured one of the only things she has left is respect. So yeah, how could we take that? I mean, we will be at her seat of power, so to speak.
So Al Capone is, she's fierce but shrewd, very territorial, is more than willing to get her hands dirty when necessary, and patient.
Okay.
Take her.
Well, if she's shrewd, I guess giving her an offer of extinction or just bending the knee to Hambino, conceding her territory might be the most shrewd move she has left. If we could just show her that. I mean, I suppose that Feather Deluxe has a pretty good view of the distillery, monkey business.
So in other words, she's got a good view of the graveyard of what used to be hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll raise a glass of champagne to that. Maybe we could show up with a case of champagne to celebrate the ending of an era and the ceding of the territory to Don Hambino.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right.
As do I.
Should we just go with Oliver like her backup then? I mean,
I think that works for me.
All right. I'm sure we got a few cases of champagne stashed somewhere. All right, let's do that. Little spinneret in the eye.
So Oliver, this is your old, to say it nicely, acquaintance. How do you feel about that?
I think I want to see her suffer.
I mean,
and I think you all knew that.
Yeah. Her reply made it sound like she wanted you back working for her.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, but you read the words. There's no way she meant them.
Yeah, so might be pretty good suffering if she wound up working for you. Or you could assassinate her too. I've got no problem with that.
Honestly, I think I'd think less of myself if I could do that.
Who knows? Showing up like we just were talking about might cause a fight right away. So,
well, we have to be prepared for what possibilities are out there.
That's what these two are for. I'm just gonna roll out of here naked.
So you guys roll up, and the door person, which is just one of the normal monkeys. You see, the zoo has more monkeys than any zoo ever. And
Those monkey islands are huge. You can't keep track of how many there. No, not even the zookeepers are sure how many there are there.
So they kind of like show you in, and what you see before you is there's all along the back wall is booths. You can see one that's kind of like roped off. That's Al Capone's. There is different monkey mooks stationed and armed along the walls. There's a dozen of them, as you suspect. Cassandra is up on stage dancing with the other performers. The jazz is playing. Kyle, put your peepers to work for me.
All right. I love doing that. Okay, not so great. Oh yeah. I think you're gonna have good news for me. Let's see. What is that? Awareness? Oh yeah. Tell me the good news.
So did you get less than a 6 or less?
Yeah, I got a 5.
All right. You get XP.
Did you get double ones?
Yeah. Is that? Oh yeah. I guess I got double. Yeah, I got doubles. It just didn't have a plus.
Okay, so double ones, failure. So
I take a -1 forward. Right?
Yeah. Yep. -1 forward on your next thing. Okay. So with that,
sorry for calling that out though.
No, that's okay. I had a plus from before, so it just bounced out. So it's all good. But yes, you're right. I have yes. I don't mind. Lay it on me.
Is Eve up by the stage? Are you snaking in?
I would like
earlier?
to snake to like the side of the stage,
Okay.
kind of like where I'm just off stage and waiting for them to finish.
All right, so you're pretending to be a groupie.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so Oliver, Cobb, and Tommy are led over to Al Capone's table, and she looks the three of you over, and she looks you dead in the eye, Oliver. Oh, darling, I didn't think you'd be stupid enough to show your face here.
Oh, you didn't think that I completely fell hook, line, and sinker for that letter, did you?
No, but I thought you had been smart enough to stay away from here.
And I thought you would have been smart enough to get out of town a long time ago.
Ooh, I actually say that.
Well, darling. She claps her wings together. Get 'em, boys. And
Of course.
There's about a half a dozen monkey mooks that are spread out amongst the tables that look like they were just patrons that stand up and pull out revolvers.
Bastard.
And the ones along the walls begin to take out their guns as well.
Oh my gosh.
And
how fast can I come across this table?
How fast do you want to come across the table?
I mean,
got a lot of markers.
I want to get across this table and try to use her as a meat shield.
Okay, that's definitely a thing you can attempt to do.
I pull out my Tommy gun and start spraying the monkey mooks.
Yeah, I had the 2 Tommy guns in the champagne case that I was carrying, so I just dropped that and same as that. But
so this all kind of happens at the same time.
Yeah.
Bullets are just flying everywhere. You're going to each take 2.
Okay.
As the Howl bullets, and now you may attempt to do whatever you're trying to do. Oliver, you said something first. You spoke up first, so you're going across the table.
Yeah, I'm going across the table. What stat is that?
That's wild.
Oh, sweet. Okay, in that case, dirty 10.
Okay, so and you're trying to use Al Capone as a shield?
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically have her kind of grappled at the moment.
Oh, botching that peepers roll is probably why I didn't notice any of the.
Oh, that was important.
And because
bad lookout.
because that all happened at the same time and you're able to pull that off, I will say that that Al Capone actually took one of those harm for you, Oliver, and you only took
Nice.
one instead of two.
All right.
All right. Cobb, you said you're pulling out Tommy guns.
Yeah, I think Tommy actually spoke up first.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm just spraying. What is that? Just bring the heat.
Just bring the heat.
I'm bringing it, baby. Let's see. That's not bad. Let's see. No devils and what is that? Precision.
Yep.
I did. Nope, I didn't. 8.
Okay, so 8 would be a complication or success with complication.
Yeah. It's a success with complication.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take that, and then I'll spend a marker to add 3 to the damage too. If it's a success.
Okay, who are you shooting at?
Just whoever, man. I saw all these guys draw guns and things get violent, and I just like dropped the champagne crate, pulled the Tommy guns out, and just like, if there's some MFer in here that isn't in my mob, I'm shooting at him.
All right, so the way Tommy guns work, they're a burst weapon,
Yeah.
and they do 3 damage, but you can spread that 3 out up to 3 different creatures. But because you also spend a marker to wallop, I'm going to allow you to spread it out against 6 of them if you like.
Yep, that's what I want to do. Just spread it out.
And so, you know, throughout the game, I've been using certain terms consistently, like Mook and Enforcer, and that's because they mean something in a game. Mooks always just go down if you hit them.
Oh, sweet.
So that allowed you to take a bunch more out because you spent your marker, but at the same time, you know, if there was a success with complication, that complication being you take a harm.
Sure.
All right, Tommy, what do you got?
All right, so I have a 10 using my Tommy gun. There are 6 more mooks in the room. Yes?
There is 12 more.
Good thing we loaded up on time.
There was 12 that were stationed around the room that were clearly there as guards, and then there was 6 hidden amongst the patrons.
Ah, okay. Well, then I'm going to do what my friend Cobb here did. I will also spend a marker, so I will take out a total of 6.
Okay.
My next playbook will be a cleaner. Multi-class.
All right. Eve, what are you doing?
I would like to ask if I can spend a marker. I would like to see what I would like to happen is I would like all of the set dressings and stage pieces, the lights, all of it, kind of all tied together at like a central point that I can just start untying ropes and have the stage literally come crashing down around Cassandra, maybe on top of her even.
You know what? You're spending a marker. I will allow that to happen. You succeed. Cassandra will be tied up for now.
Okay, cool.
It's marker day. Cash and eye markers, everyone.
Oh, I've been saving them for this.
Can I just spend 8 more and say we succeed? And
so
7.
With that, Al
6.
Capone uses Blur of Talons.
Ooh.
And because Cobb, Tommy, and Oliver are all fairly close to her, she basically kicks up so Tommy's actually holding her up and slices out at both of you each for 1, and then brings her talons straight behind her to deal 1 to Oliver as well.
So Oliver, Tommy, and Cobb each take 1?
Correct.
All right.
And she also has blades similar to what Oliver
nice.
uses.
Let's see. Well, if everybody's got my next act would be to dive behind the nearest cover.
Sure, you can like knock a table over or something like that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Is that like my whole?
Nah, you can just do that as part of your action, part of what you're doing.
I'll tell you what. I will consider me creating cover for us as seeing a soft spot, which is my move that is basically like my helping other people is like if you succeed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, oh, that's not bad. Let's see. What is it? Awareness, and I didn't have anything. So 12, which means give them an ongoing. I can choose an ally, choose a target and ally whenever they use BOP or bringing the heat, they get an ongoing. So I will choose Oliver and she's tangled up with the big dangerous person and give them an ongoing.
All right, Oliver.
All right. I am going to continue to fight her and stay in close quarters so that if people are shooting at me, they're risking hitting her also.
Okay.
Because honestly, in Oliver's mind right now, he's like, I might go down, but I'm taking you with me. 11.
Okay. And you're
And
ongoing.
then-
You're ongoing. Are you using that to convert to damage or convert to
yeah, I'm converting to damage and spending a marker to add to damage. I mean, I'm real mad.
So
That's
that
Wow,
means,
so an ongoing is extremely powerful considering you can change the damage.
yeah, so that means you do 2, 3.
Oh my god.
So you're gonna do a total of 6
Mhm.
as you tear into Al Capone.
It's personal.
Sure.
Clearly.
So,
Nice. And Al Capone is gonna hard move you back,
All right, let's go.
which you can always shut down with
I
a
know.
marker. Okay.
I'm aware.
Yeah. So
It's for the audience.
so she kind of like breaks free, but doesn't get away from you per se, but turns and begins like raking you with her talons for 3. So the
Okay.
two of you are kind of like going back and
Okay.
forth, and feathers and blood are flying.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll eat that for now.
All right, Tommy.
sorry. So I'm gonna shoot out at the the mooks some more. So my bring the heat is 2, so that's an 8 with doubles, no faces.
All right, so I believe that's a +1 and a -1. So a +1 to give and a +1 or a -1 for you.
All right, I'll Eve hasn't acted yet, so I'll give her the +1.
Okay.
Well, my next roll, and I assume as an 8, I take 1 from a mook,
Take 1 from a mook, taking out 3.
taking out 3.
Okay, there's only 3 of them left. And
Oh,
now
wow.
it is your turn, Eve. Cassandra is still tangled up. It looks like next round she'll be free as she's trying to cut herself loose with those huge talons.
Okay. Can I cause like the catwalk or the lights to fall on her, damaging her?
Yeah, give me a let's see, what move are we
I have no idea what that would be. I'm just messing around doing nonsense.
No, I'm here for your nonsense.
I'd see that as Sly or Moxie.
Yeah, I'll let you do a Moxie. I think that works.
Okay. And I have the +1, right?
Yes.
I gave you a +1.
Okay. I needed that +1. So I have doubles, but no bosses. And the +1 brings me up to a 10. So it brings me up to 10.
That gives you a forward, which because it's with an attack, you just convert it to extra damage if you want.
Cool. Yes, I do that.
Okay.
Thank you, Tommy.
All right. So she is going to take a total of 3 from the catwalk.
You pulled the whole thing down. Nice.
And she's looking beat up, but she's still in it.
You're going to be unemployed in a minute.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go. If I'm just gonna. I kicked over the table. Oliver looks good. Okay over there. I'm just gonna shoot at the mooks.
All right.
Another spray.
There's 3 left.
Okay. Oh, that might be bringing the heat's precision. Oh man. So I'm gonna use a marker to make it a success because I wouldn't have succeeded otherwise.
All right, that removes the rest of the mooks as you spray them down with your Tommy gun.
All right.
Only Cassandra and Al Capone are left.
I'll take a shot at Cassandra. Nobody else do anything? Oh my.
Is that good on me?
It hasn't happened in a while, but I think you've got good news for me, Dave.
Oh, you get XP.
Oh no!
So I got a -1 from my last roll. That is a 1, a 2, and then my +1. So that's a 4.
Woo.
So yeah, she's like just finally kicking everything out of the way, and she's able to duck behind the catwalk for cover as you let rip with your Tommy gun, and then she pulls out one of those cute little ankle holstered pistols and returns fire at you for 1.
I'm one more damage and I'm unstable, dudes.
All right.
Should have spent a mark successful there, but oh well, I screwed up.
Either Eve or Oliver.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, you go first then.
All right, yeah, I'm continuing to attack like an absolute savage. Owl fight, let's go. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be 11. I am going to spend a marker for damage.
Nice.
Okay.
I do have doubles here, and one of them is on the enemy die.
How appropriate.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. All right. Doubles with the enemy, but you succeeded, so it just means a -1. Forward, but we're in combat, so that means something completely different.
Mm.
Because we're in combat, I'm gonna take that forward and convert it to damage.
Okay.
But I believe you just did 5?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you do 6? Because you used a marker.
I used a marker, but I'm also -1 because I got doubles on the enemy die.
Yeah, the way that works is it just became damage for you.
Oh, so like that means I got hit harder. That means it's 6
Yeah.
then, because it was 6 last time.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so with that, you guys are going back and forth, and you just gutted Al Capone. How did you do it?
I mean, I'm using my toe talons, like, but I have it in my head that I like got in there like real close, and that like it was not just a one-sided strike, and I'm bleeding pretty bad too at this point because I know she hit me back. Like, and I feel like Oliver wanted this a little too much. I feel like he gets to suffer for it now. Like,
Yeah, so you
with your
both
best shot, please.
You both are kind of like hovering with your wings and going at it with the claws. Sparks are flying because you both have the talon blades attached to your claws, and it's almost like, you guys are kind of like walking up the ladder with the claws, and then you get up higher and get in behind her defenses, ripping her apart. But in her death throes, she slices back, and that's where you took the 1 from. With that, they are defeated. Cassandra is good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can I take that slash across the face and like maybe lose an eye?
You absolutely can, Dan. Get a core scar if you want to.
Yes. Okay, go on. Sorry.
You joining the Scar Club, huh?
With that, Cassandra is going to try and flee, seeing that she's unemployed.
Hey, there's no reason you can't find work elsewhere. I hear the Zap Club's hiring. Well, now that we're just kind of there amidst all these dead bodies, I'm gonna crack open as everybody's breathing. And Oliver's just like having his moment and everything here. Pop! And I'm gonna crack open one of those bottles of champagne, and be like, "Hey, I came here to celebrate one way or the other," and pass it to Oliver.
So I'm gonna go over to Al Capone's hat. I'm gonna dust it off, and I'm gonna put it on Oliver's head.
Looking like a boss.
like standing there all blood spattered. And like
That
not
was-
even saying anything. There is definitely some shock going on here, like the difference between the heat of the moment and the aftermath.
So we're high up in this area. It's kind of central in the thing. I'm gonna sort of
It
just
is.
look out on the zoo and reflect on that with my gangmates. Be like, Eve, check it out. You can see all those places we hit. And I'll just like point out, like, I remember when, we did that. There you could see the tram going all the way. The sunrise.
So this is a full-on club, right?
It is.
So I'm gonna go over, after giving Oliver the hat. I'm gonna grab some of the top shelf stuff. I'm gonna pour a drink for my crew and say, all right, we need to get.
We do, but Dave, can I spend a marker?
Sure.
I want to say that I pilfered one of Tommy's bombs from the hideout and I will flick it to him. I mean, it would be tradition.
But it's so nice here. As I'm already liking.
It'll make a cool silhouette as we're walking away.
When I'm sure no one is looking, I will close her eyes before I leave.
Nice. So you guys
Back.
leave. There's an explosion behind you. Of course, you guys don't look back. You get back to your hideout. You rest up, and within a day or two, you're called to Carlo Hambino's enclosure, and you've never seen so many animals in one place with one of the Dons before, and they're all kind of like lined up on either side of the enclosure with the Don sitting in a big ornate chair at the other end, and the four of you are brought forth, and basically, they have you kind of like kneel down and swear an oath to the family as you get the code of conduct and the rules. You are now officially have been made and are part of the Carlo Hambino family. You are mafioso now.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it. Thank you, John.
Do any of you want to say anything or do anything before we wrap it up?
No, you're good.
I feel like I did everything I wanted to do in this campaign so far.
It's absolutely fabulous. I think, we had great teamwork. Splitting the party became like a normal thing, which was not only handled well by all the players, but by you as the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about, Tommy?
I don't think this could have gone any better.
Yeah, really. But yeah, as far as the game, that's a totally satisfying to me that it just like pans out with them getting made and their little ceremony and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So with that, folks, remember you can sign up for the newsletter. So when we drop the quick start rules, which will be free, you'll be able to get a hold of those. I'm going to do some profiles, Zoo Mafia profiles for our Dons over on the website in the near future as well. We're going to be taking 2 weeks off, and then we're going to be coming back, and Robin will be in the GM seat for Those Bastards, which will be our second season of that, which I think we're all very excited for that. So we will be back to playing some 5e D&D. With that, until next time, everyone, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Hey, nerdy.
Stay nerdy.